Hello and welcome. This is Sahara playing Starfield, and no, we are not. I found this door. There was a door over here. I didn't even realize it. It was hidden. I mean, the color of it. So this is where we go downstairs and get the missions. These are fellow trackers down here. So I thought I would start the episode here. So I can see what's here.
If it's advice you need, then advice I'll share.
This is Yama. Hi, Yama.
I have seen death. I have seen tragedy. I have seen more beg for their lives than I can count. But what I haven't seen is a fledgling tracker seemingly so willing and eager to speak with me so soon after joining.
Oh, God, really?
What knowledge do you hope to gain from our interaction?
Well, mostly I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Raven. Respectfully, I do not need to learn from you. I'd be pleased to receive any knowledge you're willing to impart. I'm always wanted to know how they get the food to be perfect. Cubes at chunks. Mostly I just want to introduce myself. I'm Raven.
Indeed. A strong name.
I thought so.
I am Yama. I borrow this name from the god of the dead, who judges the souls I usher to him.
What kind of advice do you have for a new tracker? You must have done interesting... You must have some interesting stories.
My stories are not for your amusement. But I will share one so that you may learn from my mistake. There was one time I decided to let a man live. He had a family, a wife, 3 children. He showed me a picture. They looked happy.
And it was phony.
He begged I let him live and spend the rest of his days incarcerated. So, at least he could see them occasionally and watch his children grow up from afar. He escaped from prison. He went home and murdered his entire family, and the family next door, and several others.
Wow.
By the time I found him again, he had killed himself, robbing me of the chance to pass him off to face his eternal judgment. Never again.
Wow. Can you tell me about yourself after that?
There is not much I wish to divulge. Whatever you have heard about me is likely true. I do not bring back my targets alive. I aim for brutal efficiency. I do not work well with others. You must know, I do not feel the need to appease or delight anyone. I take jobs no one else wants, and I always get it done. That is my value.
Okay. You and Roach have the same kind of attitude. You're saying you never bring your targets in alive. What kind of advice do you have for a new tracker?
I must warn you, my advice may not be palatable.
Okay, maybe I can handle it.
I hope those are not just words. I strongly insist that you consider heeding my advice. If you are given the choice between bringing your targets in alive or dead, always choose dead. Criminal fugitives must be brought to justice, and the only way to truly serve that justice is to end their lives so that they can be judged fairly in the afterlife.
But you're making that judgment. You're saying you never bring your targets in alive.
Correct. A criminal fugitive is already trying to run from justice. They will do it again, if given the chance. It is in their nature. Would you allow even a slim chance that they escape again? Even if they turn from their criminal path, would you deny their victims true justice?
He does have a point, but that's too black and white. Talk of gods aside, no justice is swifter or more than death. You're right, a divine power would know best. I'd rather bring them in alive so our secular justice system can do its job. Under your belief, they would still face judgment at the end of their life. Yeah.
That is true. And yet, the thought that they would go unjudged for so long would eat away at me.
Well, that's your problem.
But I realize that may not be your belief, so I will not try to convince you any further.
Okay.
Reaper's grace be with you.
Reaper's grace be with me, huh? And who are you? You are Stash?
How about that? We got a new tracker in the building. Name's Stash, and I'm more than just a pretty face. You ever need my help, you can step right over here to my little corner and we can talk shop.
Sure.
Whether it's for business or pleasure, that's up to you.
Your name's Stash because you're not a stash of equipment? Oh, I'm sorry. Your name's Stash because you've got a stash of equipment? Kind of on the nose, isn't it?
No, and yes. No, it's Stash, like my mustache. Yes,
okay.
it's kind of on the nose, like my mustache. Well, under it, but you get the idea.
It's not that great of a
But yeah,
mustache.
it does work out like that, doesn't it? You're not the first to suggest it, and I doubt you'll be the last. And before you ask, no, I didn't grow the stash because I got a stash of goods or vice versa. Sometimes nicknames just stick.
A tracker like you must have some great stories.
Matter of fact, I do. But the most interesting ones aren't from my tracker field work. Instead, I'm gonna take you back in time to my youth. See, I was a scrappy little neon street rat.
Just like me.
I tinkered, built homemade weapons and armor made out of scraps I came across. You can imagine who might buy that sort of thing. That's right. Gangbangers and other lowlives. I saw what they used these weapons for. But I had to make money. And it kept me safe from the gangs because they needed me.
Oh, sounds like a tough life. Glad you got away. Well, I was a neon rat too. How'd you go from that to becoming a tracker?
Well, I never did care much for those gangs, the way they preyed on folks weaker than them. So, when I found out about the trackers, I decided on a career change. Turns out I wasn't much for following rules. They said I was a bit of a loose cannon. But they liked my equipment, so here I am, peddling wares for other trackers.
Oh, so you do sell stuff. I see. Loose cannon? Cannon? How so?
Well, when you grow up on the neon streets, you learn to fly by the seat of your pants.
True.
That doesn't always jive with protocol, even by tracker standards. Too much collateral damage. Don't worry, no one died. But let's just say I may have temporarily increased the homeless population.
Okay.
Anyway, I like what I do now. I'm putting my technical skills to use in a way that Trackers Alliance appreciates.
Gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Sounds like a tough life. Glad you got it. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Absolutely. And that's a good thing to keep in mind as you're out there catching bad guys. Just try not to do what you gotta do with reckless abandon. Survival isn't always without consequences.
Oh. So I can change my asters for equipment. All my asters are in my hold, no, they're in the lodge. Can you tell me more about what you do here?
I tinker. I make, modify, and refurbish weapons and other equipment. For trackers only. But I don't do it for free, and I don't do it for credits either. I only take Astras. And you get whatever I give you. No questions, no special requests, no refunds.
Wow. What kind of equipment do you have?
Guns, melee weapons, lethal, non-lethal, suits, you name it. All with my own modifications.
And what are astras?
I was hoping you'd ask. Back during the Narian War, There was some serious concern that the banks were going to fail. So some enterprising individuals took matters into their own hands and started minting their own currency, Astras, just in case the worst came to pass. Anyway, Astras are rare, but they're out there, still used in some black market circles since they're untraceable by any government.
So what good are they to you, actually? Seems shady, but the others trust you, so I guess I do too. Sounds good. I can work with that. Yep.
Good. And we're on the same page.
Do I have any Astras?
Astras, you say? I can take those off your hands and put something better in them.
Pay 1 Astra, give me a good... Oh, okay. I don't have any Astras on me, I don't think. So we give him the Astra and he just gives us whatever. I see.
No problem. Lay it on me. I'm working on getting some new stock, so check back again.
Do I have any Astra? I think I might have 1 Astra on me, don't I? I do. Let's see what he's got.
Later.
Yes.
What can I do for you? If you've got Astras, I'm sure I can scrounge.
Okay, so give me a good piece of equipment.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Speck of blood on you. You clearly know how to clean up after.
Catch you around.
So he gave me filtered, calibrated UC helmet. That's not that good. No. Okay. I doubt if I'll ever go back unless he has something better.
Fine. Well,
All right,
maybe I
so-
don't make any promises to give you a clean glass to drink out of. How's that for you?
So we got a mission board here somewhere. Oh, it must be back here. What does this take us
You
to?
need anything,
Bathroom?
Bloodhound?
Bathroom, yep.
I'm good, Touche. Hey, how's the kiddo, by the way?
Oh,
She's doing great. She just lost another baby tooth. She's really starting to read too. Her dad's teaching her.
How about that? I remember when she was old, yay high and could barely speak. Oh, bless your heart, you must be proud.
She's the light of my life. You know, she's why I'm not out there anymore. Can't put her at risk, you know? I'll just, have to live vicariously through the trackers that stole through here.
I hear that. Well, you know, anyone stupid enough to go after your girl would see us rain fire down on them faster and more ruthless than the wrath of hell itself.
I know. All the same, it was time to get out anyway. Thanks, though.
okay. So there's a robot back here. Who are you?
Agent Koios, at your service.
You're an agent.
Keep it quick and don't waste my free cycles.
Koios, does that stand for something?
No, it is a pseudo-acronym meant to emphasize my station as hardware and software. My programmer thought it would be clever, but clearly it goes over most heads. Koios was a Greek Titan god, born of Uranus and Gaia. He was known as a Titan of knowledge and queries. But I wouldn't expect you to know that.
What do you do here?
Mostly stand around waiting for someone to interact with me.
How boring.
I am connected to the tracker database, so when a tracker either has or needs information about a certain target, they come to me. My directive is to assist trackers with any queries they have, and if desired, give advice based on the information we have compiled.
I can't confirm that.
Okay.
Ain't
Leave no quarter, show no mercy.
Okay, so here's the Tracker Alliance mission board. Available missions. Wanted. Criminal on Aeronaunt. So wanted alive. Pirate plunderer. Deserted relay station. I think I've done some of these on these deserted relay stations. I always kill them. Wanted. Criminal on Biram. Doesn't say dead or alive. Deserted robotics lab. I've done some of those before too. Bounty system Ballo. I'm just going to take them all. Wanted Crimson Fleet White. This one is wanted dead. All right.
Can confirm that too.
I have no qualms.
What is this regarding Bulk? Agent number 1 is dead, murdered by one of our own Bulk. His insubordination and cruel ways were called out by Agent number 1. He was reprimanded and took issue with it, violently exacting his grievances when number 1 was most vulnerable. Yeah, we heard about Bulk. I think it was Roach who told us, or Tank. I can't remember. I think it was Roach. No. Yeah, it was Roach, I believe. He didn't go down without a fight, but we managed to subdue and capture him before he could escape, with only minimal collateral damage to the cave. After following the late Agent number 1's will and naming a successor, myself, as the new Agent number 1, I called for Bulk's execution by firing squad. And needless to say, every tracker volunteered, but we had to limit to 20. 20 people, okay. From here on out, Bulk's service will be stricken from the records. All accomplishments and acknowledgments will be wiped from databases, books, and other communications. If any of Bulk's relatives or associates come asking about him, they will be told he died on a secretive bounty mission, which we are not at liberty to discuss. So no one was told. Otherwise, I want to make it clear that I do not wish to hear his name uttered in our presence or within the walls of this or any future headquarters.
Sure,
Wow.
just keep grabbing everything. What could go wrong?
You guys can hear me, right?
That wasn't...
It's like I said before, I'm collecting it because when it comes back into circulation, I'll have a huge supply.
That wasn't, marked as stealing.
Yeah, we hear you. Just don't think any of us believe it'll make a comeback after 100 years. But hey, you do you, Stash.
Yeah, we'll see. Just because you don't know anyone who deals in it doesn't mean it's worthless. I know people.
Feel free to tell old Two-Shot what's on your mind.
Okay.
What can I do you for, young gun?
This is Bloodhound. I want to talk to her for Two-Shot.
Well, you're a new face. Ain't every day we get fresh meat for the grinder. What do we call you, Tracker?
Call me Raven. Should I be going around giving out my name like that? Nah, same old face I've always had. That's not what you meant, though, is it? No. Call me Raven.
Raven, huh? Where have I heard that before? There's like some old 500-year-old story or something, right? Supposed to be spooky.
Oh,
Cool. Well, what can I get for you, Raven?
you're talking about
where are my manners?
Edgar Allan Poe.
They call me Two-Shot, or even Touche for short. Used to be a tracker in the field like you. But I traded in gunslinging for slinging drinks. I sell drinks to wet your whistle and other provisions you may need out there. So what'll it be?
Where'd you get a name like a Two-Shot?
Funny you ask. Most trackers choose their call signs. So did I. Used to be called Solar Flare. But enough people started calling me Two-Shot that it stuck. When I was out there, it never took me more than 2 shots from my firearms to bag my target. Thought I would have given it up once I retired from tracking to have a kid. I pour such strong drinks that now they say it doesn't take any more than 2 shots to down the tracker. So, it stuck. I'm just happy they decided to keep me on the payroll.
So Solar Flare was a horrible name. Working here, you must know a lot about the other trackers.
You know it, Sunshine. Who do you want to know about?
Well, can I ask? What can you tell me about Yama?
Other than his obsession with death, I don't know much about him. He doesn't exactly open up to others. Everyone says he must have seen or done some pretty terrible things. I don't have anything to go on but that. You know, it takes a lot to make me uncomfortable, and even though he's never done anyone here any harm, or even so much as let anyone down, he still gives me the creeps.
What's the deal with that warden guy? Well, who's the warden guy?
Oh, he isn't exactly the conversational type. Seems to enjoy the company of others, but not talking to them or interacting with anyone in any meaningful way. We just leave him alone and let him do his thing. He doesn't bother us, and we don't bother him. Other than that, I don't know much about him. Seems to be a good tracker, though.
Is he that guy that his face is always covered? Does Kolos count as a tracker?
I like to think of Koyos more as equipment than anything else, but it's still vital to our operations. I don't know who programmed it to maintain and access our database over short-range wireless, but it's secure from what I can tell. I just wish the programmer's attitude didn't show through. I could do without the sass.
Yeah, he is a little sassy, isn't he? Stash, what about him?
He fancies himself a charmer, let me tell you. Could talk a heat leech out of an overworked engine compartment. Don't tell him I told you, but he's a bit of a tracker fanboy. Never could quite hack it himself, but that's why he's still here. I bet he could talk your ear off about tracker history and stuff. Lord knows my ears feel a little looser after talking with him.
What do you know about Tank?
He's a big teddy bear. Such a departure from the norm around here. Oh, I also know he's run the Red Mile under his tracker call sign, which may get him into trouble with someone someday, but it's his decision.
What's the deal with Roach?
He talks a big game, even has the skills and stats to back it up. But you probably also know as well as I do that he is fiercely competitive.
Oh, yeah.
You can either play into it or ignore it. He's not that bad once you get to know him. You ever wonder why he's called Roach, huh? It's because he seems to be unkillable. Not literally, of course, but he's managed to get himself out of some extremely sticky situations unscathed.
And what's with inevitable?
Oh, she's been doing this longer than anyone, I think. She's old, but don't count her out just yet. Rumor is she was next in line for Agent No One, but turned it down after the last one was killed. She even brought the killer to justice. Word is, she just liked fugitive recovery a lot more, or didn't want the responsibility. I lean more towards the latter. It makes more sense considering she's an agent now. Anyway, they used to say that the longer she bides her time, the more a fugitive has to fear.
What's the story with Agent Number 1?
There is no story there. That's kind of the point with any Agent No One. You gotta give up your identity completely when you become leader of the trackers. That job comes with a giant target on your back. So, the less people know, the better. Agent No One is like a closed book. If that book were also glued, clamped, chained, and buried underneath an active volcano on the most distant moon of the most distant planet of the furthest star system.
Okay, so they pronounce it Agent No One, which makes sense instead of Agent Number 1, but they have it N-O dot. So you're thinking number, but it's No One. Okay. Actually, I don't want to hear about any of the other trackers right now.
Suit yourself.
Let's see what you've got behind the bar.
Whatever you want, Sunshine. As long as you've got a cred stick and a stomach that can handle it.
You have any med? Oh, you do sell a lot of different stuff, don't you? Mm-hmm. But you just, it's, Only 74. It's not worth it. Okay, well, let's see what aid. Do you have any med packs? Because I will take those. Oop, here we go. 2, you do. Oh, do you have any ship parts? So I think I used some. I did, but they don't have any. How about resources? Charged diodes. Is this the first time I've seen one of these? I'll take it, just for that reason. Okay, so then we have Bloodhound over here,
You're really
and this
making a
is
name
Warden.
for yourself, I see.
Let's talk to Bloodhound.
Well, if it ain't, now what call sign did you take again?
Your mom? I think, let me
Good luck out there.
see if I can get a better angle at you.
Yes, that was likely.
Well,
If it ain't,
tired
now
of
what
cleaning
call
up
sign
after
did you take again?
I mean, look at you now.
Raven.
Not a speck of blood.
Raven.
You clearly
Classic.
know how to clean up.
Dark and brooding, perhaps. Fan of classic poetry. Either way, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, I just like birds, and ravens are very smart.
Well,
Maybe I don't make
I
any
can see
promises
why
to
you
give
take
a
that
clean
name.
glass to drink out of.
You got my
Exactly.
seal of approval. Not that you need it. Name's Bloodhound. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Ravens are also associated with witches. Can you tell me about yourself, Bloodhound?
Sure. I don't mind sharing a little about myself, but not too much. I'm no agent number 1, but I'm still a tracker.
See, he said it number 1.
Been a tracker for over 30 years.
A little old, aren't
For
you?
that, I was what you might call a freebooter. I won't tell you what I did, but sure as hell wasn't above board. Well, suffice to say, that life can weigh on your soul. After a few close calls and some introspection, I came to the idea that I could do some good instead. Of course, it's hard to translate those kind of skills to the workforce, so here I am. Always saw to it to bring in my targets alive, in case they have any similar revelations.
Well, that kind of makes sense. You really always bring your targets in alive? Isn't that hard? Got any bounty hunting tips?
Sure, I'm a veritable wealth of information. Anything particular on your mind?
How do you deal with a target who gives you no choice but to kill them?
Now that's a tough one. Depends on the situation. If you can't convince them with words, you may have to rough them up and put the fear of God in them. I suggest you learn as much as you can about human anatomy and physiology. It ain't pretty, but there are many things you can do to a body that ain't lethal, but may cause someone to wish they were.
Well, the problem is this game doesn't give you the option to box. It's either alive or dead, period. You don't have the option to beat them up and then let them go. What's the best way to take someone in alive?
Personally, I prefer the diplomatic approach. Just because we're all certified badasses who could easily lay out the toughest spacer punk doesn't mean you're not human. If you ask me, words are a tracker's most effective tool. You'd be surprised how far a little sympathy can take you sometimes. Failing that, most targets are cowards. They don't want to die. Exploit that fact when you can.
True. Got any general tips?
Well, it ain't what I'd call hot tips, but they serve me well. Eat right, stay hydrated, exercise, just stay healthy. Don't hunt if you're sick. Last thing you want is an errant cough or sneeze to give you away when you're trying to use the element of surprise.
Yeah, true. I think I'm good for you for now, actually.
You got it, Chief.
Got any good stories?
Loads. But let me tell you just one. So, I'm down at some ass-backwards moon outpost out in the boonies. Got this old feller in my sights who's wanted for thieving from Ryujin and the other big corpos. Now, he don't know I ain't gonna shoot him, but he's itching to do something stupid. Then his kids come out. His grandkids form a circle around him.
Wow.
Turns out, he's stealing so they can all just have a life. I get it. So I let him go. Far as the corpos know, he's dead.
Well, I probably would have done the same tough decision. I'm not sure what I'd have done. You were hired to do a job and you failed. It would be a tough decision, but I'm not sure what I'd do.
I tell you, it ain't an easy job, no sir. Some will tell you to do it as written. Me, I like to sleep soundly.
You really always bring your targets in alive? Isn't that hard?
Yep, every single time. It ain't too hard when you've lived my life and seen the things I've seen. Folks deserve a second, third, even fourth chance. I'm living proof of that. Tell me, let's say someone puts a bounty on your head that you rightfully didn't deserve, or maybe you slipped up and had a bad day. You think it's right that they get to play executioner?
Yeah, I've already had that happen to me. And they did. They tried killing me. Good point. I'd rather the justice system decide. I imagine it's too situational to adhere strictly one way or another. It doesn't matter. Sounds like the decision would be out of my hands at that point. I imagine it's too situational. Yeah, to adhere strictly one way or another.
You see, that's what you call a slippery slope. You justify it once, you can justify it again. Sooner or later, you end up like old Yama over there, believing yourself some servant of the god of death or something, and thinking you're doing them poor souls a favor. Ain't no life for me.
Nope, to each their own.
Anyway, you're gonna do you, and I won't judge. Don't come crying to me if you can't reckon with your own demons.
And that is it. Thank you for talking to me, Bloodhound.
Blooding all over my damn floor again earlier.
Well, let's talk to Warden over here.
Well,
Oh, is he the guy?
you not?
He is the guy.
Tired of cleaning up after you. I mean, look at you now. Not a speck of blood on you.
Sam, are you
clearly
having fun
know
jumping over
how
the
to clean up
bar?
after yourself.
Okay. She's the one that said, he's the one that she said never talks. Okay.
Well, maybe I don't make any promises to give you a clean glass to drink out of. How's that for you?
Bourbon? Bourbon.
Take a load off. Have a cold drink. Unless you have somewhere better to be.
Come to
Okay.
get some old school perspective.
Warning, employees only beyond this point. So you just don't talk. I don't know if this is the guy. He didn't have a name on him before. He was just like this mysterious person. Oh, who's this?
Yes? Speak quickly.
Oh, that's Yama. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so hey, we got this done. I found it.
Track down some bounties.
It is like I told you. Now that you are a full-fledged tracker, you will not get assignments, nor will you be assigned a partner. You must do these things on your own. If you want to hunt a bounty, check the wanted display. If you want a partner, you must ask them. Or you can take a mission from the bounty board downstairs if you wish.
Ah, right. Sorry about that. I'm still getting used to everything here. Thanks for the clarification.
How can you? You've been doing
I'll
this.
see if there's anything I feel qualified to do.
Oh, I took them all. Anyway, yeah. So this is going to be a shorter episode because I don't want to get this one blended in with Vladimir's. So I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode. When we come back, we will be on our way to go talk to Vladimir, Sam and I. So if you're enjoying, how come your eyes are closed? Am I sleeping on my I'm sleeping standing up. Anyway, if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe. And there she goes again, dozing. Thanks for watching. Sahara out.